with your, I say, limited panel, not as big as it, usually is. Here we have the Honorable Chris Gallen and Steve Omari. All right, so topic, coming from earlier, ladies brought up, talking about how people, act in the club. So you can get the guy's perspective on it. Steve, talk about it.
Well, we're all college students, so, when we go to the club, it's really not a whole lot to do in Nack and nowhere. So, Friday, Saturday, even Thursday night sometimes, you like to go to the club and just have a good time.
And it's not just, Nacogdoches, but, anywhere, man. On Friday night, Saturday, go ahead and chill.
Yeah, like whether you're in the big city or, somewhere, size of Nacogdoches, you just want to get out and have a good time. But it's certain characters I've noticed in the club that just, I'm like, why are you acting like this? Like, let's say, for instance, a few weeks ago, I was at the Annex, Thursday night, college night, and it amazed me that it's a group of dudes acting like females out on the dance floor. They in a big old group of circle, I'm like, oh, is it a female dancing in the middle? I go over there, it's two guys up in the middle of the dance floor, jigging and all that stuff, got their hands on their hips like females. Wearing these tight pants, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, how the heck is you moving around, and sagging in them? I'm like, okay, and then over here you have the females, acting like guys, posted up. They got their Jordans on, looking mean muggy, you know what I'm saying? A guy wants to approach a woman that's, got her sexiness, got that confidence, you know what I'm saying? Not exactly looking slutty, but, looking, attractive. Not, you go to the club to dance, have a good time, chill. Not to, guys act like girls and girls act like guys. I'm like, what's up with that?
Chris?
Well, nowadays, I guess it's because we're in Texas and the type of music that we listen to is, I guess you could say, jigging music, I guess you could say. So it's like a dance that everybody does on their own. Like, I don't really dance when I go to a club, no way. I might get behind a girl or two, though. I ain't gonna lie about that effect. But that's another topic. But I guess it's just the culture that we have, especially down here in Texas and Louisiana. So, it doesn't bother me. I look at it and be like, okay, there's dudes dancing, trying to see who can jig the best over here. And then there's females over here dancing by they lonesome. I guess I'll go where the females at. It's all good to me. It doesn't bother me. The more the males do that over there, the more I can do with the females. That's all I really can say. Really, they do what they want.
And one thing you've brought up, and I feel, you can talk about, us being in Texas, and let's say one thing in particular, me and you, Chris, we went to somewhere in Las Vegas, Nevada, a club called Coyote Ugly. Would you like to talk about that?
Well, I don't want to put this on a stereotype or anything, but it was predominantly white, and it was more or less like it was a club, but they act like it's a bar. It has a bar in it, but it's supposed to be a club, but most people do is just stand around, just yell. But I guess since it was Coyote Ugly Bar, just like in the movie or the TV show, whatever it was, it has the girls that work there, they just stand up on the bar and just yell, and everybody just in the club just look at them and watch them dance, and that's pretty much it. And then they might bring random girls up to dance on the counter with them and all that. So it wasn't really just like a nightclub. It was more just like a bar type of deal, which I'm not too fond of just bars and just going there and just stand around and talk and all this and all that. I want to get out on a dance. I want to go to a club to where everybody's dancing, whether it's white, black, Hispanic. It doesn't matter who's on the dance floor. As long as the music's good, then I'm good.
Steve, have you had an experience, something that wasn't living up to your expectations?
Well, okay, like I said before on past posts, I'm from Jasper, so it's a small town. So I had never gone to a club actually until I came to Nacogdoches. And my freshman year, the spring of '07, I went to the shack or whatever, you know, my friends was like, yeah, let's go to the club. I'm like, okay, you know. So I'm like trying to picture what it's gonna be like, you know, like in the movies and TV, like, oh, you know, it's gonna be big and whatnot. You know,
let down.
yeah, like I got to the shack, it's this like hole in the wall, you know, like you come through, it's like a little country bar, you know, they're playing country music, you know, and I have the, you know, country music, that's what you like, do you? But it's like, then you get to the back, and it's like the whole atmosphere changes. Like, you know, they're playing current music, you know, and well, no, they're playing the old school stuff. But anyways, I get up in the little thing, and like I was dressed, you know, differently. You know, I had a tall tee on, I had a chain, you know, had on some long shorts, and they were like, hold on. They're like, we have a dress code here. You need to take off that hat, you need to tuck your shirt in and put that chain in your shirt. And I was like, you know, I'm like, hold up, man. You know, I'm just coming here, you know, this is my first club experience. I just want to get up in here, have a good time, see what it's all about. And I get harassed here, you know. I'm not saying that every person that works at the shack does this, but it was just like, you know, like this cat trying to tell me I can't get up in the club because of my attire. And I was just like, you know, that's disrespectful. You know, that was a big letdown, you know, my first club experience, you know.
Well, you know, a few, you know, that's, places like that, and then, you know, you have some, you know, places, you know, some clubs, you know, it's like casinos, you know, that'll, Chris?
I don't know how he feels, because just the other weekend we went to Shreveport. And you know, the clubs have the casinos have the little lounges or clubs or whatever you want to call them. So we was looking, and me, of course, you know, I dress kind of sporty, or I always wear tall tees, shorts, and pair of balling shoes or whatever. So I go up to the man, and he was like, can't let you in like that, you know. I was like, why not? He was like, because, he's like, I don't want to have to tell you like this, but you got to dress the way they want you to dress, pretty much. And, you know, most of the people that were going in there, you know, people were going in there, some dudes, black and white, whatever, wearing jeans and a collar shirt, or jeans and a shirt that had a design on it, or if they was wearing shorts. I even went there with some Dickies on. They said I couldn't get in with the Dickies because I had on a regular tee, but I had to wear some kind of collar shirt, or just dress the way they were. Couldn't wear my hat. And then shoes I was wearing. I guess they just, the people that own the club want you to dress the way they want you to dress, pretty much. So I guess if somebody big or something was to come in there, they'll like what they see. So it was.
And give out recommendations and whatnot.
Pretty much, yeah.
All right, we're gonna
get your club on TV or whatever, like on Travel Channel or something. That's how you do it. Yeah.
So you have a few minutes, a little less than a little over a minute left. We're gonna do a little limited shouts out and thumbs down. So we're gonna start off with Chris.
Man, you know what? I want to give a shout out to the movie Drumline, because in that movie, the club scene that they went to, I've never been to a club like that. And there's a club, I just want to go to a club something similar to that, to where it's a big ass dance floor and everybody just having fun no matter what color.
Steve.
Man, I want to give a shout out to Dominican Republic women, man. I was watching the Fast and Furious, and those women are bad food, like real talk. I guess it's like just, you know, Spanish and, you know, black mixed together. It's a beautiful thing. Anything mixed with black, that's a beautiful thing.
I just love Caribbean. I said I was gonna marry me a Caribbean woman on one of these Shots Out podcasts or whatever it was. I forgot. I think it was during the relationship part, but I said I was gonna marry me a Caribbean woman because they are the best women in the world.
All right. Any thumbs down, real quick?
I want to give a thumbs down to the rest of the panel.
Yeah, I'm a not to co-sign, but thumbs down to everybody that didn't come. You know, that's messed up. It's
Cleveland, the only one that had an excuse.
So JB, he should have came.
What is JB doing?
Getting ready for the annex. And this has been The Range. And we will see you next week. Holla at you later.